In this video, we are going to talk about 10 ways to improve your family relationships. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Love is life, but life itself is brief, and within the confines of this brief existence, the role of interpersonal connections plays a very significant part. There are many different kinds of relationships, but the roles played by those within the family are particularly significant. Spending time with friends makes you happy, but a life with a supportive and loving family is where true happiness may be found. To put it another way, the members of the family include the husband, the wife, the children, the parents, and so on. Number 10. Talking with sweet words and spreading love. Depression and other mental health issues are rapidly spreading in today's society, which is having a detrimental impact on the quality of the relationships within families. The power of kind words in showing love to others is comparable to a nuclear weapon when it comes to improving relationships inside the family. Kind words and love have such power that they can even enable you to win against your foe even if you don't have anything else. The best method to attract people is to use kind and endearing phrases that instantly reach out and touch their hearts. Number 9. Eating philosophy and family relationships. Everyone is so busy with their lives that they don't have time for their families anymore. On top of that, most people eat their meals while using their smartphones or in their bedrooms, which has a negative effect on the relationships within the family. It is common knowledge that the best method to strengthen the bonds that exist within a family is to eat meals together without being disturbed in any way. When all of the members of the family sit down to dine together and talk about their days and make plans for the future, it will have a positive influence on the children because they will learn the importance of working together as a unit. Number 8. Support and help each other. The provision of support and assistance is essential to the enhancement of connections within the family. The benefit of having a family and close ties is that no matter what happens, everyone in the house is there to support and assist one another. When you help your family through difficult times, you not only make it easier for everyone to get through the difficult moment, but you also set an example and teach your children a lesson about how they should help you in the future. Therefore, the families are succeeding in their objectives thanks to the support and assistance they receive. These days, everyone is in a rush, and they make decisions without first gaining an understanding or conducting an investigation. This has severely harmed the relationships inside families. It is necessary to prolong the resolution of family problems, conflicts, and other difficulties for as long as possible in order to strengthen the durability and quality of life in family relationships. There is no need to take any action other than to be patient and allow the situation a lot of time because 50% of problems are resolved on their own as time passes. You can even improve your family relationships by providing yourself with self-counseling and watching movies that are specifically geared at improving family dynamics. Number 7. Show your appreciation. Everyone is aware of how vital it is to feel that one's efforts are appreciated. Unfortunately, it's not uncommon for people to get used to one another and start taking them for granted. It is not enough to simply have favorable feelings about your family, you also need to verbalize and show your love and appreciation for them in both speech and deed. This could be doing something as simple as saying thank you more frequently, writing a note, offering a modest gift, doing something to help them out, paying attention to what they are saying, or following through on your commitments. If you want to demonstrate appreciation to the members of your family in a way that is significant to them, it can be helpful to learn their love languages. And if you're not in a good mood about your family, give yourself the challenge to discover one good deed or trait in them, no matter how trivial, that you appreciate, and then communicate that appreciation. Perhaps by tomorrow, you will be able to identify 2 reasons to express thankfulness for. Number 6. Be a good listener. Listening is not a passive activity but rather an engaged one. Listening demonstrates that you are interested in what a member of your family has to say as well as in who that person is. As part of active listening, you should make eye contact with the person you are conversing with, ask clarifying questions, ensure that you have understood what is being said before responding, ask questions to ensure that you have understood, and give verbal and nonverbal cues that you are listening. Obviously, there are some disagreements and problems in the family that require more than just having supper together and playing a game of bowling. Counseling for the whole family can be beneficial on occasion. Nevertheless, regardless of how your ties with your family now stand, it's always a good idea to show some concern and appreciation for them by performing a simple act of kindness. When you take the time to relax, focus on what truly matters, go out of your way to show love and gratitude, and make time to have some fun with your loved ones, you may strengthen the bonds that bind your family together. And the more you put these techniques for enhancing family connections to use, the more probable it is that those connections will become even more robust. Number 5. Joint decisions. It is natural for older children to test the bounds of boundaries in order to see what they can get away with. This behavior is a sign of healthy development. As children develop into adolescence, it is possible that you will need to adjust certain boundaries. It may be beneficial to involve your child in the process of negotiating new boundaries. When there are too many limits, it will be difficult to stay on top of them all. Thus, it is a good idea to choose which restrictions are truly important to you, such as the ones for the protection of your children, and which restrictions are not worth getting into a dispute about. Your children will have a greater appreciation for the seriousness of the limits that you do impose if they are subject to fewer constraints. Number 4. Be flexible. The one thing that matters most to a youngster is being able to spend time with his or her parents. In addition to being something that you and your children will look back on with a warm and fuzzy feeling, making time in your schedule for an unplanned game or a trip to the park can be a lot of fun. It's a good idea to stick to a schedule, but it's not the end of the world if it gets disrupted every once in a while by some unplanned frolic and frivolity. When life gets hectic for a family, it can be helpful to put aside a few hours here and there to spend the day together doing nothing in particular. Number 3. Plan a road trip. Because of COVID-19, did you finally decide to call off your planned trip with the family? Why don't you go on an adventure by car instead? Gather your provisions, pack your vehicle, and get ready for an exciting new journey. On the map, draw a circle and then ask each member of the family to choose a location that is within that circle that they would like to visit. You can discover neighboring attractions that you were completely unaware of before. Number 2. Make a gratitude jar. Let's be very transparent about something. When things are difficult, it might be difficult to identify things for which to feel grateful. However, if you still have the people you love, you are in a much better position than the majority of people. Why not make a jar of gratitude and have each member of the family write down on a piece of paper one item that they are thankful for and add it to the jar on a daily basis? When the evening of the new year arrives, you should crack open the jar and read what everyone has contributed. You'll come to realize that this year wasn't nearly as bad as it appeared to be. Number 1. Have one-on-one time with each family member. It's fantastic to talk as a family, but don't forget to spend time with each family member alone. Take a stroll or play a game. It's as simple as asking them what they want to do for half an hour. Instead of focusing on the quantity of time spent together, focus on the quality of time spent together. They could even be able to teach you something you didn't know previously. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.